In Scotland, consistency has been Celtic's problem this season, but at home to last year's Cup winners Hearts, the champions were back on top form. Swedish international Henrik Larsson latching onto the long ball before providing a cool finish to give Celtic the advantage. The Swede, recently voted Player of the Year in his native country, made it 2, rising unchallenged from the corner. And midway through the second half, he was instrumental in setting up the third. His back flick into the path of Phil O'Donnell, resulting in a penalty. Larsson thundering home the spot kick for his hat-trick, and Celtic's 60,000 fans going home happy. Aberdeen, beaten 4-2 at home last week by leaders Rangers, were at home to another of the championship contenders, Kilmarnock, but they were soon in front, Ian Jess breaking the deadlock. Aberdeen's second came just 2 minutes into the second half. A patient build-up, ending with Andreas Meyer's looping header over the keeper. Kilmarnock came back strongly in the closing stages of the game, hitting the woodwork before Alan Mahood unleashed a curler from the edge of the area. But not enough to prevent a disappointing defeat for Kilmarnock. In France, Marseille bounced back from their mauling at Bordeaux last week with a confident display at home to Bastia. South Africa's Pierre Issa finally forcing the ball over the line to give Marseille the lead early on. Fabrizio Ravanelli was little more than a spectator during last week's match, but 10 minutes later, the Italian showed quick reactions to give the home side a 2-goal cushion. Some slack defending let Bastia back into the game in the second half. Pierre Laurent making the most of the time and space to pull a goal back. Bastia's first goal at the Velodrome for 20 years. But 8 minutes from time, Bastia were themselves caught light at the back as Ravanelli capped a fine individual contribution put through by Robert Pires to score his 9th goal of the season. Marseille back on track. Bordeaux began their match at third-place Rennes, just where they left off last week. Sylvain Viltaude showing the home defence a clean pair of heels to open Bordeaux's account and celebrate his call-up to France's national squad. Rennes came back into it in controversial circumstances with just 3 minutes to play when they were mysteriously awarded an indirect free kick inside the box. They made the most of the opportunity as German midfielder Patrick Weiser's free kick was deflected past keeper Ulich Rahm for the equaliser. Bordeaux's coach, Elie Baup, clearly incensed at the decision, his reaction earning a red card from the referee. Lyon and Nancy observed a minute's silence before their match in honour of Lyon's reserve keeper Luc Borelli. The sombre occasion seemed to have an effect on the home team as Nancy took the lead, veteran Irish striker Tony Cascarino showing a deft touch before producing a lethal finish. In the second half, Lyon came back into it. Swiss midfielder Marco Grazzi restored Lyon's equilibrium, starting a move in midfield before finally finding himself in the box to score the...